Today you're here with the Buck Nasty Boys. We're going to go over a very, very frequently asked question with a lot of new hunters or archery endeavors with what kind of arrow rest should you have on your bow? It's a very, very picky question depending on what you plan on doing with your bow. You've basically got two types of rest. You've got a containment rest, which is going to keep your arrow contained at all times, like the ones that me and Cody are going to show you. And then you've got another type, which is a drop away rest, which Justin has set up on his threat. We'll start off by giving you the pros and cons of each one as we kind of shoot and show you how they work. We'll start with Cody with the most simple with the Whisker Biscuit.
So I have a Trophy Ridge Whisker Biscuit. It comes on most ready to hunt bows. It is the most simple of all three of these. Basically, you have a circle here that has a spot for you to feed an arrow through, and it's gonna sit. Your arrow's gonna sit in here and not be able to move. And then just like that. And then when you draw back, your arrow is gonna pull straight through the center of the hole. And when you release it, your fletching is gonna fly through the Whisker Biscuit. And the biggest downside of these is that if I move when I go to shoot, then my arrow is touching this Whisker Biscuit the entire time until the fletchings leave this. So you have more of a travel on your arrow, and it's gonna make you that much more off on your shot. Some people say that your fletchings running through a Whisker Biscuit can slow down your bow speed. It's not that much of a difference. It's not really something you need to worry about. And Whisker Biscuits have come far enough now that
We got a donkey in the background, guys.
that they're not going to damage your fletchings. That's pretty much it on the Whisker Biscuit. They're very simple. Basically, you're going to feed an arrow in it. It's not going to come out, and you're going to let it fly. Brandon?
All right, so going off of that, you've got another one, which most people, it's still a containment rest. Most people like to call it a modified Whisker Biscuit because that's really what it is. It's still the same concept. It's going to look exactly the same. But on these, you're going to have a little pedestal that it's going to set on with two arms. And the way this is set up, it's going to hold your arrow from moving anywhere in any of the movement of the bow, just like you would with a Whisker Biscuit. The only thing is it's set up with holes to where when you shoot, the vanes on your arrow actually aren't going to touch anything. So when you go ahead and draw back, it's going to work just like the Whisker Biscuit. Not going to have to worry about it going anywhere or doing anything. But when you get to full draw and you aim in and you let go, there's no touching anywhere on it. So you don't have to worry about your vanes hitting and slowing down or any of the other, issues that people tend to have with Whisker Biscuits. That being said, with those two types of rest, you've got one that's very, very different in a drop away rest. And Justin's got one here from Quad, Quality Archery Design.
So I got here the Bear Threat. So this rest, you'll put the arrow on it. And unlike the Whisker Biscuits and the modified Whisker Biscuits, there's nothing holding it in place, so this can move off the shaft if it wants to. But basically, I'll draw it back so you can kind of see how it works. So there's a little string right here attached to the bottom. What do you call these?
It's a down cable.
Down cable. So when you pull back, it pulls the string back and it raises this the rest up. So I pull back, raise the rest up. So now it's locked in place, so it can't go up because this bar right here, and then it's locked in there. So, and when you shoot, the rest will fall. Show you what that looks like. So the rest falls. The arrow doesn't touch the rest after when you pull the trigger, and it's very accurate. You don't have anything touching it, so it's up to you where it goes after that.
It's very ideal.
Ideal.
A lot of people go to that just because it's very, it's very true. As soon as that string's let off and that pressure's released, that thing's dropping and that arrow's going to go exactly where you were aiming. The only downfall to a lot of these things, and Justin, if you want to show them, man, you can probably get it done on the first try. You've got to be very careful, especially if you're up in a stand or certain places and you got to draw back quick or something.
So you have to be careful how you draw back, because with a whisker biscuit, you could bring it up here, but if I try doing that, it's gonna go right off.
Which has happened a couple times in him having this rest.
It has.
Don't let him fool you.
So you pull it straight back, and it should stay right on it.
So again, it's a lot of it's for, you know, mainly people who know what they're doing. But you know, I mean, we started up with that thing, and you know, you get a few reps in, and you
Get
don't
used
learn
to
how
it.
to use it. So that's just basically what you have to ask yourself when you're putting that on. Just like with a lot of different things you put on your bow, it's just a matter of what you want to be using your bow for, and what's comfortable. So with that being said, I hope that helped a little bit on if you're going out to purchase something and you know don't know which rest to put on there. But anything else you guys want to say?
No, I think we're pretty good.
All right. As always, man, anybody who has any questions, you can feel free to email us, bucknastyboys@outlook.com. Shoot some comments up. Tell us what you like, what you don't like, anything you'd like to see, and we'll stay out here, keep shooting, and keep trying to get better. Until next time,
Keep it buck nasty.
keep it buck nasty.